So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Welcome to another interesting episode of the crazy week that was with Barrister Neze. So today I'm starting on a very excited note. Why wouldn't I be excited? Who wouldn't be anyways? With the story and news of divorce flying back, front, left, right and center every week, it is indeed refreshing to start this episode with the story of marriage. So in the crazy week that was, we saw screen goddess, Nollywood screen goddess Kiru Sylvanus tie the knots with a handsome dark chocolatey view. Do you remember Kiru Sylvanus? Do you remember her? Drop in the comment section if you do.
I am hereby bound. I will never, as long as I live, take any other woman's hand in mine.
Kiru Sylvanus is one of our Nollywood aunties that made watching Nigerian movie very interesting back in the day. She is very famous for her role in this particular movie that shot her straight to limelight, A Cry for Help, where Auntie Blessing was crying and crying. In fact, she could win a PhD in crying matters on that movie, and that movie just stood her out and shot her to limelight. So let me know in the comment section if you remember Kiru Sylvanus and if you had watched this movie A Cry for Help. But that is not the cocoa. We are getting there. So Kiru Sylvanus is unarguably on the calm and reserved side, but controversy has still found its big head to find her in her quiet spots. So let me just you guys. Nollywood boiled a few years ago when Kiru Sylvanus was rumored and eventually confirmed to have been dating and finally got married to the ex-husband of her colleague and friend, Oge Okoye. Oge Okoye back then was married to this her Amsterdam-based businessman Bobo, and they had 2 kids together, a boy and a girl. They were married for about 7 years. So you can imagine the shock on everybody's lips and faces when people got to find out that Oge Okoye's husband was now dating and was indeed married to her colleague cum friend Kiru Sylvanus. And everybody, then it was print media. Social media had not evolved to what it is right now. Then it was print media. Who can remember the days of hints and hats? Yes. So everybody just, dived at Kiru and, started calling her a homewrecker, blamed her for destroying Oge's home and snatching Oge's husband. That was the word, snatching, husband snatcher. That was what Kiru Sylvanus was referred to after this incident broke out. So yes, the marriage of Oge Okoye and this her husband broke down in 2013, and before we could breathe in and out in 2014, Kiru Sylvanus was married to her husband. But just as they say, easy come, easy go, a very few years after that marriage, the whole relationship packed up and they went their separate ways. The relationship bore no children. The second major controversy that rocked Kiru Sylvanus' career was her very surprising political appointment with the then governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. Yes, we all know that it is not new for entertainers and celebrities to get political appointments in Nigeria. Bob Marley was appointed by the Anambra State governor as his special advisor on entertainment, leisure and tourism. Inyanya, the Kukeri Krona, was also appointed by his state governor as senior special assistant on tourism and entertainment. Same thing happens to Inedo, Mercy Johnson and a whole bunch of them. But what made Kiru Sylvanus' own come with a little whispering here and there, rumors here and there flying, was for 2 major reasons. One, these government appointments given to these entertainers was usually given to entertainers who are indigents of that particular state. But in this case, Kiru is from Abia State, and this appointment was given to her by the Imo State governor. And we were like, from where to where? Question mark. Another reason why Kiru's political appointment came with plenty of controversy was the kind of position that was created, if I can put it that way, for Kiru. If you didn't know, Kiru was the special advisor to the governor on Lagos State affairs. Did you hear that? Lagos State Affairs. I don't understand that political appointment. So a lot of people just felt it was some kind of facade that was created just to specially favor her. And you know, these politicians, they have their reputation with Nollywood actresses, especially those light-skinned ones. They love them yellow purple. So rumors started flying here and there that check that lady, what's going on, what is up with her? Is everything okay? Can we trust her? So it stayed. NKIRU pretty much kept minding her own business, never got into trouble, never found any reason to be in the bad light on social media, until a few days ago we got some really stunning, dazzling pictures of NKIRU and a young man in what was undoubtedly a pre-wedding photo shoot. But there was something some people considered very fishy and funny about the photo shoot, and it was the fact that in all of the pictures that were released, NKIRU deliberately concealed the face of her husband to be. So the internet went bursting with curiosity. Who is this man? Is this somebody's husband? Auntie, you know your fellow Nollywood actresses, they have a reputation, they have a talent for taking people's husbands. Who is this man? And why are you hiding his face? We want to see him, we want to know him, we want to meet him. And so the internet went buzzing until NKIRU decided to put a stop to all the rumors and released the wedding picture proper with the face of her man full glaring at us. And boy oh boy, that man is nothing short of drop dead gorgeous. And if you were thinking that that would finally put an end to the choo and the cha, think again, because this time around people were like, auntie, who is this young man? Tell me, who is this young man? Where did you catch this sweet small potato from? You know, people were like, we were expecting Auntie NKIRU, of course Kiru Sylvanus is in her 40s, and they were like, we were expecting NKIRU to have, you know, settled with a mature man, a man in his 50s, maybe a divorcee, a widower, or maybe a mature man who maybe never got married. But this guy was obviously looking younger, years younger than NKIRU Sylvanus, and the tongues kept wagging. So let me know in the comments section what you think, given all the stories and the news that has been making the rounds about younger men and older women, especially in this part of the world, in Nigeria, where the Nigerian men, their minds have not emancipated to that level yet. A lot of them still, you know, they don't see things the way our Oyibo brothers in the diaspora see it. They still want that seniority and, you know, excessive respect, you know. Let me know what you think about Auntie Kiru Sylvanus getting married to a younger man. That is if he's even younger. Yes, he looks younger, but that is if he's even younger. Let me know what you think, assuming he was indeed younger as people suspect. Do you think it was a wise move, a wise decision on her part, or do you think that this is not funny? These kind of marriages never end well in Nigeria. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Okay, let us go. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. I will cut you off. Guys, listen to me and listen real good. If you're at work, school, you're at the gym, or you're just in your parlor lounging watching Netflix, and you get this sharp, intense, sudden pain in your chest area, my sister, my brother, you're not having a heart attack. You've just been cut off. You have just been cut off, because it is cut off season, guys, and no one is spared. Anybody can be a victim of the cutoff, because the obiomas are in town, the tailors, the seamstress, everybody is with their scissors. And this 2023 is a year of cutting off. So the latest victim of this cutoff season is none other but Davido's cousin, Shino Rambo, with Davido himself being the cutter and he being the cuttee. Do you know the gist? Have you heard the gist, or you want me to give it to you the way I do? You don't know it? Yeah, come closer, let me gist you. So Shino Rambo is the first cousin of Davido and the son of popular dancing Senator Adeleke, who is now the current governor-elect of Osun State, Nigeria. He's a musical artist and was born and bred in the United States. Background information. So this handsome bobo tied the knot with his beautiful, gorgeous wife Heidi in October of 2021. And by the next year, the very next year in 2022, Heidi took to social media to announce that that marriage had crashed. Since Heidi made this announcement on social media, she has been very, very vocal about all the issues they had and what actually caused the crash of their marriage. She alleged the following. 1. She alleged that Shino had been very, very unfaithful in the marriage and that he had indeed tried to get down with the house help. Man, what is going on? House help again? We haven't finished Paul Okoye's own and the allegation of his wife Anita, his ex-wife. And here Shino and Heidi are again. Are we? Oh my God. If a woman does not have house help and every day she's smelling like Ogiri and Okazi, Igbo will really want to complain. When the woman brings in house help to help her in the kitchen and make things easier, people will start chasing her. What do you want, man? What do you want? If this is true, man, it's not good. Just repent, okay? So that is the first allegation, sleeping with the house help. And let us not forget that this is allegedly. Don't quote me. Secondly, she accused him of being grossly irresponsible. She said that he abandoned her and their baby at the hospital in the United States with almost $50,000 medical bill when she had the baby. He didn't pay. Thirdly, she accused him of being highly insensitive and that he had told her to go whoop him a meal only 3 days after her cesarean section. She also accused him of being a perpetual debtor and that she herself had to send him a whooping sum of 10,000 naira. Was it 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira? One of the two. She was so proud of that. She even posted the transaction receipt on social media. Do you know what it is for a woman in this economy to bankroll you with 10,000 naira? Are you crazy? Men, don't you know that if it is women that spend all this money on men, as men are spending on women, the tabloids will be carrying it. Do you know what it is for a woman to send you money? Urgent 2K? The whole world will hear of that. So yes, Heidi posted a clip, a picture, a screenshot of the 20,000 naira that she sent to her husband and he refused to pay back. And lastly, she alleged that he was physically abusive. So with these few points of hers, she concluded that the marriage was over and that she was never going back. I'm sure you guys will be like, okay, all right, what is it? What is going on? How does all this concern Davido? What is his business in all of this? Wait, we are still coming there. So in the process of Heidi's raving and ranting on social media and complaining and all of that, pouring out her mind, if you will call it that, she mentioned something in the line of not being able to be that endurance wife or that suffering and smiling wife. You know, she mentioned something in that neighborhood of not being able to suffer in the name of love and come out to pretend, you know, and a lot of people were like, hello, shots fired. Was that shade meant for Davido's wife Chioma? You guys know that Davido and Chioma, how they've been going back and forth, and how Davido had another son after Chioma had hers. You know their story. So people were assuming that Heidi was taking a swipe at Davido and Chioma. So Davido, you know, being that person, we know they use his wife play, you know, Davido does not joke with the people that he loves. He DM'd his cousin Shino Rambo and asked him, hey guy, what's all that about? Why is your wife bringing my woman into all of your mess? What's all of that? And you kept quiet. Davido was asking his cousin, you kept quiet. He then said, I'm going to deal with her. Some people call it threatened. He threatened, if we look at it plainly and literally, he threatened that he was going to deal with Shino Rambo's wife. Now, for whatever reason, I do not know the motive for Shino Rambo doing that. I don't know whether it's malice, spite, mischief, or mistake. For whatever reason, Shino Rambo screenshot this message he had with his cousin Davido and forwarded it to Heidi's mother, who in turn leaked that chat on social media. So that was how a few days ago, Shino Rambo was just maybe sleeping or recording music in the studio, or perhaps enjoying a cold glass of beer with his friends when he felt this sharp, sudden pain in his left ventricle. And he was like, yay, who cuts me off? The left chamber of his heart, you know, he felt it. He knew that he had been cut off. And lo and behold, the cutter was none other but his famous cousin, Davido, who had gone on social media to unfollow his cousin. So since Davido did this, mixed reactions have actually trailed his action. Some people call Shino Rambo a snitch, not a straightforward person, someone that one should be careful with, and that he indeed deserves the cutting off. Nobody is above cutting off. Family, friends, relation, who you be, wherever you are, you do anyhow, you see anyhow, you get cut off. So some people have supported Davido for doing that, saying that what Shino Rambo did was totally unfair and was a breach of confidence. But on the other hand, some other people are like, guys, this is life, this is family. You don't just cut people off anyhow. You can disagree, pull down the roof, yell and shout and make up and express your bitterness and your rage and annoyance. But family is family. You don't come to social media to tell the world that you are no longer cool with your cousin. Why? Because of woman matter? Women destroying brother relationships since 1803. This is what people had to say about Davido's action. They called it immature, irrational, and felt that there were better ways to handle it rather than cutting him off. Of course, before you come to social media to cut off someone, that means you have cancelled the person in real life. You are not talking to the person again, and you're not interested in having any relationship with that person before you can even come to social media to cut off. So people were like, no, Davido didn't do well. He shouldn't just let the women issue come between him and his cousin. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Do you think Davido acted in line, or do you think that he blew this out of proportion and overreacted? I'm talking about cutting off in general. Let me know what you think about cutting people off. Are you want to sit down with someone when someone wrongs you, iron things out, make them understand how you feel and what their actions did to the friendship and to your emotions? Or are you that person that cannot shout? You just throw away relationships. If someone hurts you, you get your scissors. Oh, Bioma, you get your scissors and you cut the person off. Let me know what you think about these two methods of conflict resolution. Drop in the comment section. Hey, waiting, Musa no go see forget. Oh. Waiting Westlife no go see for empty streets and empty house. My dear sister and brother, I have heard news in this my life, but there are some that I still cannot get used to hearing. I still cannot but help feel shock when I hear this kind of gist, and I am coming, guys. I am coming to gist you guys. Everybody listening, oh, but my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, come to the front. The front row is yours. Come closer, because this information, this gist, this story happened right in your domot, right in your country. So in the crazy week that was, something indeed crazy happened. It is the story of a side chick, Deborah Adabla, who has sued her sugar daddy over his refusal to take good care of her. You heard me. She has sued her sugar daddy over his refusal to take good care of her. Why are you surprised? These Ferraris are not going to buy themselves. Neither are these Lamborghinis and Bugatti going to buy themselves. Men. When we warn you, when we keep warning you and telling you to, the Bible said, let your wife's breast satisfy you. But some of you, it can never satisfy you. You rather prefer the one on the streets. This is what you get. Generational disgrace. Now you see this man, a man of pedigree and substance. You see the level and enormity of disgrace that he has brought upon himself and his family members. Let's go on with the gist. So this side chick claims that she was dating her boss, the director of finance of First Atlantic Bank, Mr. Ernest Nemaka. And according to her, he agreed to do the following. 1. Buy her a car. 2. Provide her lump sum capital to start up a business. 3. Pay for her accommodation, her rent, for 3 years straight. 4. Pay for her medical bills, her medical insurance, and all other antecedent bills. 5. Give her a monthly stipend of a minimum of 3,000 Ghanaian cedis monthly. 6. Buy her a ring. And finally, divorce his wife and marry her. According to her, her sugar daddy had the guts, the impetus, the courage, the boldness, the audacity to buy her a car but registered it in his own name. Secondly, he paid for her accommodation but dared to pay just a year's rent instead of 3 years as demanded. And the worst of all, the most insulting and humiliating of all the offenses, he had the audacity not to divorce his wife and marry her. Just to leave his wife and kids and come to her embrace. A real man couldn't do that? She was upset. And on that note, she dragged his ass to court. Not just him in his individual capacity, she also sued the bank as an organization, as a joint defendant in that suit. And she is demanding an arm and a leg in monetary compensation as damages. When the news of this made it out to the internet literally erupted like a volcano. But this time, it was more like the battle of the sexes. The men had one opinion and the women seem to have taken a different opinion. Now, a majority of the men, as you would guess, called her, are you sick in the head? Are you normal? That's why for you. How dare you? So many men faulted this suit in all its entirety, called her a gold digger, a home wrecker, and hoped for the life of them that the court will strike out this suit. Now, the women, on the other hand, are like, bro, an agreement is an agreement. An agreement is an agreement. What are we talking about? Is good for him. He knew he had a wife and children at home and he chose promiscuity, so let him bear the consequences with his full chest. Many of them are like, fine, if that's what they agreed. Since he doesn't want to sit his ass in a place, he doesn't want to stay one place, that is his business. And if there's a law in Ghana where such things can be enforceable, then by all means the girl should get everything that was agreed or entitled to her in that relationship. So I'll throw it to you guys, my darling audience. What do you think about this particular gist in the comment section? Are you of the opinion that an agreement is an agreement, and if it was properly documented, formalized in form of a contract, then the court should enforce it? Or are you of the opinion that this is ridiculous nonsense and that this suit should be completely struck out of the courts? What do you think in the comment section? Let me get all your opinion down there. So guys, we have come to the end of today's episode of the crazy week that was with Barrister Neze. Let me know which of these stories touched you, which of them you resonate with, which of them you want to contribute to. I want to get all your engagements down in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe icon because there is a lot more coming your way. Once again, it's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.